Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the new Shadow Obstagoon in the Open Ultra League to see what we can do with this thing. It cost me quite a bit of Stardust, as we're going to see here in just a second. Is it worth your investment? Let's go ahead and take a look here and see what we have going on. So it's going to be sitting at 566. It's going to cost me 303,000 Stardust. All right, that's amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and spend that there. Buy that secondary move. We're going to go with Counter, Night Slash, and Cross Chop. We're going to be pairing it up with Shadow Alolan Ninetales as well as Skeleturge. Folks, I have to tell you something. We're not going to go all crazy about it, but my goodness, the algorithm was not letting me play today. I went on a little bit of a rant there on Twitter. Not really, just posted a little thing there. But anyways, let's see what we have going on here. And Skeleturge up against the Mora. And yes, of course, they're going to be going for the Meteor Beam and pretty much one-shotting me. Bringing in Obstagoon, we're going to be 4 times effective. We're just going to go ahead and go with the Cross Chop. You know, this was a bit of a mistake. I should have went with Night Slash because I could have gotten the boost and it would have been enough to take them out anyway. So a little bit of a screw up there. Massively resisting the Feraligator's Shadow Claw here with our Dark and Normal typing. And we're going to go ahead and let that go as the Shadow Claw is not doing anything. It's pretty much healing me at this point. We're going to go ahead and go for that Night Slash. Swap into the Alolan Ninetales and kind of try to charm them down here. We're going to go ahead and let this Hydro Cannon go. I don't know what I'm expecting to be in the back here, but it's a Giratina. And it has Shadow Claw. That is fantastic. So they can... Oh, can they Shadow Claw me down? I don't think so. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge there. So they're going to go ahead and just throw, what is this? Dragon Claw, okay. Looks like Ninetales is going to be able to finish it off. Obstagoon would have been able to do some good damage there, but we're going to be taking that win with that Fairy. Next game, we're going to be met with a Drifblim here. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, really quick, I'm not going to go on a tangent or nothing, but I was leading Obstagoon. Fairy fighting. Well, it's like, and then I put the Skeleturge up front. It's just like ghost, water. Okay, I get it. Dark. It's unbelievable. Don't take Go Battle League serious, okay? It's seriously, don't. I don't even play all my battles every day anymore. If anything, I don't even battle every day. I battle like maybe 3 times a week now when I couldn't, I would just wait for my battles. Now I don't even care. Anyways, what do we have here? Drifblim's going down. They did use a shield, and they have a Machamp. Oh, and a Giratina. Looks like Ninetales is going to be able to finish this one off, as Obstagoon is going to have a massive weakness to that fighting, being dark as well as normal. But the Ninetales is going to be able to sweep them up here. So we're going to go ahead and throw that Weather Ball, taking them out. They're still holding on to 1 shield, but at this point, it is pretty much a wrap. If that was them, I would have just backed out at this point. But hey, you can go ahead and try to get all my shields here if you want. And we're going to farm them down with the Charm. All right, moving it into the next game here. Skeleturge up front. We will be swapping that lead out here in a bit so you can see the different types of Pokemon. And as you can see, look, yeah, water. Yeah, exactly. What a garbage-ass game. All right, on top of the lag and the puttering and all that stuff and the cheating. So it's just like, yeah, what's the point? All right, so going for the Night Slash here. They're going to be shielding that one up. I think we're going to want to shield this up too. And let's see what they're going to do. Swapping into their own Skeleturge. Okay, we're going to go for that Night Slash here. Can we get a boost? Oh, we do. And look at all that frame skipping. We're able to get to the next Night Slash just in the nick of time. Wow, we quite literally have about 1 HP there going down and bringing in our own Skeleturge. We got the last shield out of them. We still have 1 ourselves. We're going to go ahead and just let this go. Hitting me with a Shadow Ball. That's all good. And I think we're going to let this one go as well. And the Ninetales is going to really be putting in the work in this video. Shadow Ninetales, absolutely incredible. Now, I have to explain if you're wondering, what's up with the IVs? Like, you have it Best Buddy and it's still not 2,500 around there. It's pretty close. Yeah, okay. But what happened was I was hunting the hell out of these things when they first came out. I really wanted to make a video. So I got impatient and I just powered this one up. So it's essentially a level 51. All right. And that Guzzlord did not appreciate that Alolan Ninetales. Next game, Skeleturge into a water. There you go. Yeah. There's no algorithm. All right. So bringing in a Machamp, that's a little interesting. They must have like a Dark or Dragon in the back. Who knows? We'll have to see here, though. All right, bringing back that Feraligator, I did decide to just, I think, we're going to shield this up here and go for the Psyshock. Let's see what happens. More than likely, yeah, they're going to shield that one up. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to farm me down here, and they have a good amount of energy. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Obstagoon. Now, here's the thing about Obstagoon Shadow, folks. It can still take a hit as long as it's not super effective, and they're going to be backing out. I mean, yeah. So there's something that they were weak to that we have on our team in the back. It still can take a hit. Again, if you're going up against something it's weak against, like everything else, right? It's going to be doing a lot of damage. But Obstagoon is a pretty decently tanky Pokemon, for sure. All right, so we're up against the Dragonite here. And we're going to let that Dragon Claw... Oh, I know, we shielded it up, just in case it was a superpower. We should be able to barely survive this, but watch what happens. Wait. Oh, the lag didn't let me get off my damn charge move. Yeah, the frame skipping. This is why we don't care, right? I'm bringing you this video because, well, I'm still going to upload Go Battle League videos, and it's a new shadow that, honestly, I've been waiting for a long time. Watch, I get a shiny tomorrow. All right, Annihilate. Oh, speaking of that, we have a little something to go over here. I'm just going to make another video about it another time, but we'll just discuss it as we do approach it. So we did receive the information for the Mankey Community Day, and it is going to be learning the that ghost move. I don't know why I'm spacing it out right now, but it's actually going to be learning it on Primeape as well. So pretty interesting stuff. Kind of the first time we've seen this, where the first stage is going to also be learning the Community Day move as well as the final stage. So it goes basic, stage 1, stage 2. Okay. Anyways, what do we have going on here? They're going to be swapping into a shiny Venusaur. Good old trusty Venusaur here is still going to be able to put in the work. And essentially, we could almost farm them down, but if you're able to spam that Frenzy Plant enough, it is going to be able to take out your Skeledirge, all right? And when it comes down to these shadows, whew, forget about it. There's really nothing that can just take Frenzy Plants that are coming from a Shadow Venusaur. All right, and what's going on here? We do have the Swampert. They're going to be shielding that up. I should have went for Disarming Voice. Oh, no, what's going on? All right, bringing in the Ninetales, and they do have the... Cresselia back here, so hopefully they don't have Moonblast. If they do, that's fine. It's still not enough to take us out, but I do believe they keep hitting me with Grass Knot here. All right, while we do resist that quick move there, a Moonblast wouldn't have been enough. At this point, how much health do we have? Oh, it would be enough, I think, at this point, a Moonblast. I think just barely. But they hit me with another Grass Knot here. And we're just going to keep on throwing these Night Slashes, of course. And I am going with counter. I don't think there's really anything else that you're going to want to rock on Obstagoon. You could try Lick for fun if you really don't care. But I really won't recommend that, honestly. So they hit me with an Earthquake, which is going to be enough to take out the Obstagoon. Very slick. So we're going to let that go, holding on to our last shield. And what we're going to do is just simply charm them all the way down. They back out with 1 HP. Hey, I feel you. I do that sometimes, too, when I get annoyed. All right. Oh, wow. We have the Obstagoon up front, another water type, which is perfectly fine. They're going to be swapping into their Florges, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Skeledirge, which is going to completely shut this thing down here. Now, what we want to do is try to come out of this battle with, of course, some energy. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball here, and then we should be able to just farm them. Oh, yeah, one more quick move. Unfortunately, they get to their charge move. So we will have a Shadow Ball ready to go, or 2 Disarming Voices, depending upon what they bring in. Obviously, it's going to be that Swampert. So we're just going to go straight for that Shadow Ball. I do believe they let this go. Or, not for Alligator. That's what I meant to say. All right, so taking me out there, very good. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Obstagoon. This is a pretty good matchup because of the Shadow Claw's massive resistance to the Dark and the Normal. And they do have a Drift Blim in the back. So we're going to go ahead and stay right where we're at here. I think we may swap in a second. I think we can let this Icy Wind go too. Yeah, that's no problem. It could be the Fire move, but no, they're going for that Icy Wind. And we're just going to keep on throwing these here. So massively resisting that quick move. We're going to go ahead and retreat and bring in the Ninetales, seeing that we still have 2 shields. We're in a pretty good position. I think I call this Icy Wind. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let that go. We may even finish this game with 2 shields. I think that's what we're looking at here almost. Maybe. Okay, for Alligator. Yeah, I'm going to be able to finish them off here. Hopefully I can just counter them down. And call that a day. All right, and we'll just counter down the Drift Blim. Nah, never mind. We're not finishing with 2 shields. We're going to go ahead and shield this one up and then just counter them down and take the win. Let's go. Flying and Ghost getting countered down by something that doesn't even get stabbed from counter. Next game, we're met with a Cresselia. Very good. Let's see how this one works. I do believe we let the Fairy move go here so you can actually see how much it does. If you're in this position, oh, we get the attack boost. Oh, heck yeah, let's go. All right, so we'll let this go. Moonblast. There you go. See? Still in the yellow. This thing's a tank. Cresselia doesn't have the best attack. I get it. Also, it's not getting stabbed. If you're not familiar with what that means, same type attack bonus. All right. And they do have a Poliwrath here, which is getting absolutely obliterated by the Charm Ninetales Shadow. So down they go. They did lower my attack with Icy Wind, but we're still doing a good amount of damage here. We're going to go ahead and just throw the Weather Ball. And hopefully there's something in the back that we can handle with the Skeledirge. I mean, Obstagoon's still in the yellow here, so it's not like the worst situation. We're going to start building up our energy, and they do have an Ampharos here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swap, seeing if we can catch a Brutal Swing here, and we're going to put all of our hope into the Skeledirge. Did you see that frame skip? I may have been able to maybe get to the charge move. I'm not too sure, but it's situations like that that make this game, or at least Go Battle League, completely pointless. All right, you can hop in there if you're just trying to waste some time or something, but don't let these other content creators make it seem like it's such a good thing. Oh my gosh, look at us. Oh, they're never gonna get their little Dorito sponsorships. All right. Oh man, I used to talk so much crap like that, but we'll just leave it at that. There's really no point. All right, farming them down there and taking that win. Alrighty, let's keep it going here, folks. Obstagoon up front still, very good. Now, was this worth my investment? I mean, it's not a question of if it was worth my investment, because I was going to make it anyways, good or bad. And yes, it's worth your investment if you like to PvP. As far as the Ultra League, it was quite an expensive investment to make to play a busted, broken game with cheaters. So I would say it is worth it, but don't waste your Stardust, because there's no point until they like fix Go Battle League. As far as the Great League, yeah, that's cheap. You can make that one no problem, right? All right, so bringing back that Feraligatr, that Shadow Claw is really not doing anything for us or for them. We're going to go ahead and let that go. Was contemplating whether or not I should shield it up, but let's not do that, because they're going to try to farm up more. So we're just going to go ahead and bring in the Ninetales here and just charm the hell out of them. They're going to be swapping into a Licky Licky. I don't know if we can pull this one off here. What do they have? Rollout plus Shadow Ball and Body Slam. This is not looking good for me. That Rollout is doing that much more damage now, okay? And Shadow Ball, well, it's going to be doing a good amount as well. And I think I actually let it go, holding on to my last shield here. All right. All right, so what the hell is going to happen? So going for the Disarming Voice, things are getting a little bit crazy here. Oh boy. Bringing in the Ninetales. And my gosh, I have some heartburn, man. Had this HelloFresh deal going on here. I canceled it. No, this is completely random, but it's just too much money. It's like $70 to ship it to Alaska. It's good. It's fun making my own meals, but I'm better off literally just eating out. My God. I know, that was random. Anyways, we are met with a Virizion. Okay, gonna go ahead and swap into our Ninetales, and of course, all right, I can't complain. Okay, we've been getting some pretty good leads too. All right, I know, it happens. I get it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not excusing it. Anyways, we're gonna let all this go. There's no point to shield up, hitting me with those acid sprays, and we're definitely gonna want to bring in the Obstagoon. And I wanted to farm them up, but yeah, I don't know why I did it. I just didn't want to keep getting hit by all those acid sprays, and it was starting to kind of add up here. And again, I don't know if I should have went for the Night Slash. Maybe. They are Shadow. I could have got the boost. They had no health. It's not very effective, but it still would have been enough. But it doesn't matter. And of course, they have another poison, and it's going to be a Stunk Tank in the back. This one is going to be Purified. The other poison type was going to be Shadow, Alolan Muck. And the game plan here is to take out this Stunk Tank, and hopefully their Virizion doesn't have Stone Edge. Otherwise, this is just a wrap. All right, so we will shield this up. I do believe they immediately swap here. Yeah, sounds good. And show me no Stone Edge. Leaf Blade. Hey, let's go. So they did drop my defense, so it is going to be doing a little bit more here. And we're going to go ahead and just swap into the Obstagoon to kind of just reset that defense down, although it wasn't really necessary to do that. Bringing back the Skeledirge, got some nice frame skipping here, and my God, it's maddening. It is quite maddening. Hey, Niantic, hey, who do we direct this towards? It's like, are the programmers and the engineers like literally that incompetent? I don't like to think so. I believe they're quite intelligent people, right? Obviously. And I feel like what's actually happening is they're not being permitted to actually fix it. We've already went over this. We've seen inside stories from people that work at Niantic and the horror stories of within, and how management just wants them to continuously work on this next new idiotic event after event, and they're not able to go back and actually focus on, fixing bugs within the game. And instead, they're just putting a band-aid, putting that flex tape over it over and over and over and over again before you just have a complete mess. And this is where we're at. And I think this is the result of not actually going back and fixing things that needed to be fixed. And now there's all kinds of code errors in the game. I don't, code errors or server lag or whatever the hell it is. God knows. But goodness gracious, it is just unbelievable. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and focus on this. We had a pretty good lead with that Obstagoon there up against the Abomasnow, and we're right back to where we want to be here. And this is going to do a good amount of damage, but it's simply not enough. It's just not enough, and our Obstagoon's taking a win. Let's go. Again, I think they probably nerfed counter too because of, I wouldn't say specifically because of Obstagoon, but well, could you imagine? It would have been super nasty. Anyways, we're up against a Dragalge here. All right, they're resisting the counter, and their Dragon Tail just eating me alive here. It's doing a pretty good amount of damage. You have to remember, we are Shadow, so you are going to be taking that much more damage. I love the way Obstagoon's eyes look as a Shadow. They just ever so slightly look just a little bit different, almost as if he's like laughing or something. All right, so Ninetales. Putting in that work really quick and taking out that Dragalge. We are going to go ahead and shield up this Hydro Cannon on the Feraligatr and go for a Weather Ball. Let's see if we can get a shield out of him with Weather Ball here. And we do. Fantastic. We just need to bring them down a little bit lower. I think I actually double shield and farm them down. I think. I don't know if they swap here or not. Fantastic. What's in the back? Oh, a Malamar. Okay, well, this could get a little bit interesting here. So we're going to go ahead and get that shield, swap into our Skeledirge immediately, and get to that Shadow Ball. You're thinking, what the heck? What the? I mean, Disarming Voice could have probably been a better option, but it doesn't really matter because I have this all under the control with my other Pokemon here. I think this might even be able to take them out. Oh, no, they're using all that energy. All right, fantastic. So down goes the Skeledirge, in goes the Ninetales, and then we got our 100th win right there. Beautiful. So I did collect that Stardust and keeping it moving here. And we're leading with still Obstagoon. Or, yeah, we swapped that out a while ago for Skeledirge. All right, up against Nidoqueen. Another poison in the lead, huh? With the counter. Okay, I see you. I see you, son of a bitch game. All right, going for the Night Slash here. And they're going to be letting it go, of course. I mean, everybody should. When it comes to this one, maybe you could let it go again. I think they shield it up though. Yeah, sounds good to me. Oh, we get the boost too. There's really no point in shielding. They're gonna farm me down. So it would be such an amateur move right there. All right, so we'll let it go. Bring in the Skeledirge and shield this up regardless if it's a bait or not. They have the energy for the Earth power, so I'm not playing any idiotic games right now. Well, yeah, actually, isn't that funny? Yeah, actually, I am. We're looking at it. It's an idiotic Go Battle League. Yeah. Anyways, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm just ranting now. We have a Poliwrath in the back here. Okay, we need to look out for Skull. That's going to do a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and shield it up. But they bait me with Icy Wind. Okay. Farming them down. You know what I'm really enjoying? The shorter switch clock. Yeah, since we do have that, we're going to be able to throw this and then swap into the Skeledirge. Dark Pulse is not going to be enough. It's super effective, but Mandabuzz's attack is just not that great. And Skeledirge is a bit of a awesome Pokemon. Let's just put it that way. Great attack, great defense, just an all-around solid Pokemon for sure. It doesn't even need a community day move. Really, I don't know what you're going to be swapping that out for, to be honest. What, Shadow Ball? I don't know. It just doesn't compute. All right, so we're met with a Steelix here. This is obviously a great lead for us. More than likely, a lot of people are going to be running Psychic Fangs and Crunch, maybe Breaking Swipe. So they're going to be retreating and bringing in a Dusknoir. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Ninetales to just farm them down with Charm. And then we'll just start throwing the Weather Ball. Look at this frame skip. Again, this is not my editing or my video or your internet. Okay, this is the game skipping at a times 2 speed. Good God. All right, this is still going to do a lot of damage here to the Part Ground Steelix. Not bad. We'll take it. They're going to be able to farm me down and get a good amount of energy here. So not the best, but that's all right. Bring it in, Obstagoon. What you going to hit me with? Psychic Fangs. And they have a for alligator in the back. Now, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I should do here? Gonna go ahead and catch? Catch a Hydra Cannon? A crunch? What the frick? Why would you? I don't know what the hell's going on, but the frame skipping is just off the walls, off the charts. All right, so bringing back the Obstagoon, he is going to lead the charge now, as you can see, going for the Night Slash. Kind of want to put it in the spotlight here. Been kind of using it as a little bit of a meat bag. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop. They did swap back into that Steelix, and we will let this go. We are not trying to flex, but we don't really need to use our shield, to be honest. And this is going to be our last battle, folks, so if you can give this a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Make sure you do have notifications on, as I am going to be bringing you some news later today. I'm going to go take Athena for a walk, have some lunch, and then I'll get that video up later tonight. Thank you for watching, and take care.